Hello everybody, it's Charlie again, and I'm currently playing Samurai Jack Battle Through Time. And yeah, this is a game that I've been wanting to talk about for quite a while, so I decided to do a replay review on it in 2023. And basically, it's a game that I feel has been forgotten about a little bit, but it's definitely worth your time, guys. Other than that, let's get into it. Hope you guys enjoy. Hey guys, what's up? I'm gonna go ahead and do a review on basically one of the most fun games I played for a while, and I went back into it just to take a look at it to make sure that I remember it the way it's supposed to be remembered. And obviously it's based on one of our favorite characters, Samurai Jack. As you can see, there's a little bit of a cinematic there of him doing his thing. Highly skilled warrior that everybody likes from the show. This game obviously expects you to somewhat know who he is and understand that, you know, this is what he's like and stuff like that, but it doesn't really delve too much into it. That's the only thing I would say. Like, it's not really heavy on the story because it's a beat 'em slasher, you know. At least that's what I call it, because it's a beat 'em up and a hack and slasher. You can fight empty hand, which is cool. But overall, Samurai Jack is a character of great honor and respect, highly skilled, highly determined, that got lost in time, basically. And you guys know what that's about. What's crazy about the game that I didn't expect is the animation. The graphics are pretty interesting because it combines the look of the show, it gives you the likeness of the show with the amazing 3D graphics and really cool weapons, different variety of weapons to use. You'll see a couple in my clips. I don't want to spoil all of it, but that's one of my favorite weapons. Even though it's kind of slow, it's actually a very useful weapon, I believe, in the game. There is somewhat destructible environments and stuff like that, and a variety of things in the background, a variety of enemies. You can't just like go crazy hacking slashing. That's why there's still some strategy to it. You do have to block, you still have to dodge. You do get quite a bit of an advantage on your opponents depending on what upgrades you choose, which I'll show eventually in the video. But overall, it's fun, okay? It's a good old fun. Just like you remember when you used to play those old school games, except this one has way better graphics. Obviously, I'm playing it on the PS5, so the performance is a lot better. It's running, I think, at 4K 60. Because I did play it on the PS4, but then I had to play it again on the PS5 when I got the PS5. I recorded videos on it, but then I had to do another load or save, and I didn't continue, so I don't have a playlist on it, but I'll eventually finish that playlist. Point is, I did beat the game, and I gotta say, it's a thrill ride from beginning to end. Pure action. As you can see in this clip, I'm using a club. Earlier I was using a scythe. And obviously he uses a sword traditionally, but he also has a lot of different weapons that I won't spoil for you, but you'll be a little bit surprised of his long range up. Obviously his bow is in the game, along with a couple of variety weapons. He does have throws, so it's not just slashing and punching, you know. Empty hand does work better on some opponents, surprisingly. And some weapons specifically on others, like to the undead skeletal kind. But yeah, it's a very straight to the point game. I recommend it 1000%. I think I'm just gonna go ahead and give it a rating here halfway through the video. I would give Samurai Jack a 9. Yes, this game is a 9, and it might be because I'm a fan of the show, because I like the show. Sadly, I never finished season 5. I have to go back and maybe I'll have to watch the whole thing, I'll be honest with you, because I don't remember everything about the show. But I remember it being a really good show. The reason why, in my opinion, it doesn't get a 10 in its own genre or category is because the music still lacked a little bit. Sometimes it's there, sometimes it's not there. The sound effects are very crisp and nice. The gameplay is stellar, okay? You're gonna love how quick and fast he is in the game. You're gonna love the enemy variety. You're gonna love the fact that you don't just mash buttons like crazy or whatever, that you actually have to use some strategy. And you do get points and upgrades as you go around. You see people that you know from the show that he talks to. They give you items, classic people you remember, trust me. And you can also buy items. You can also repair your weapon. That's another detail about the game that's really strange for a hack and slash or beat 'em slasher, is that the weapons get damaged or they have some kind of wear and tear, and then there's a repair person that you can go to, which is the same guy that you buy stuff from. And yeah, there's really cool parts that, because this ties into the show, so I recommend you watching the show and combining it with this. But even if you don't, you're still gonna have a good time regardless. I think that it's a game that, even though people talked about it within the first 2 months that it came out, I don't think that people realize what this is. This is actually the best Samurai Jack game ever made. And I do recommend you guys to go out and get it if you can still find it. You know, physical copy or not, digital copy. You know, I'm pretty sure it's at the PS Store for digital, but I know some of you want that physical copy. But as you can see, the imagery of the game is very nice. It's the textures are really good, especially on the PS5. Whatever improvements the PS5 does to the game, very impressive. And the speed at what the game plays at, the difficulty, it does have 3 difficulty levels that I think you would enjoy. I like to play obviously on Samurai Master difficulty because I think it's more fun. There is some platforming like here, some climbing mechanics. There's not a lot of it, but I think just enough to satisfy your platforming, you know. And to be honest, the game gets straight to the point, and there's some side scrolling here. As you can see, the view changes for just a moment, and you do fight in this kind of view, but not for long. For the most part, it's a 3D cell shaded style game, very faithful to the show. Even if you weren't a fan of the show, this is one of those games that you're going to enjoy regardless. That's a guarantee. You're going to enjoy it. If you don't, I don't know what to tell you. Here is some of the menus for the upgrades and stuff that I think make the game enhance it a little bit. For long range attacks, as you can see, there's some of the weapons there. There's a skill tree. There's a place where you hold the records of whatever you've done as you continue to look through it. And you can see there that when the thing is red, basically it needs a repair. But yeah, there's not much else to say, but hey man, this is good. They have all his skills, his gameplay, and I'm gonna go ahead and end it right here, guys. Please like and subscribe when you get a chance, and like I always say, go game.